Checkity check check.
Check, check,
Gotcha.
check.
All right, Mix 96.1. We're probably within about 5 minutes or so of anthems. Who's their loss to?
Huh?
Who's their loss to? Do you know offhand? Was it Norwich or did they beat them? I can check. Just... No, they beat Norwich.
Yeah, and they shut out Middlebury.
Yeah. Road trip there, isn't it? It's a long road trip right there. by for your 10-second countdown. Billboard, please, in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and roll it, please.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Jerry Walsh, right? The Maxi Arena. Jerry's got the gym taken care of. I'm Warren Potter tonight with Potsdam Bears men's hockey, joined by Hall of Fame coach John Horn. Tonight, coach, the
9th-ranked nationally Plattsburgh State Cardinals are in the house to take on the SUNY Potsdam Bears. Energy at the start, I think, is going to be key for Potsdam.
Well, no doubt. Energy at the start, get the puck deep in, make them go the full 197 to get opportunities. Wouldn't be surprised if we come out a little conservative in our forecheck, try to bulk up in the middle of the ice. A little bit of a trap, not let them get wheels going. This is a talented group here. You know, always a great game. You know, all these many years, if you could circle a game on the calendar, this would be one you'd want to see. Regardless of the records, always come out here and have a highly competitive game here. And Plattsburgh State is back to form.
It seems like they are coming here with a record of 7-1-2 overall, 4-1-1 in conference play. Opening face-off will be played back into the Potsdam zone as we are underway here at the Maxi Arena. Here is Malmeister back in his zone and will play it up the middle for MacArthur beyond his reach. Cardinals will take a loose puck. That's Young at center ice. Play it back into his defensive zone, D to D. Here's the breakout cross ice. Pass intended up the middle. That does not connect, but Young catches up to it first. Flying in there for Plattsburgh. Now Ryan Leith will get on it. Malmeister will chop it out down the ice. No icing here in the first minute of play, with a pretty good-sized crowd gathering in here for what's always, like the coach says, a fun matchup. A heated matchup always between these two squads. Through center ice as Hone gets upended. Back into the Potsdam zone will go the puck. Gallagher pinches off the left point, and the puck is up and out of play at the Potsdam bench. Minute 1 gone here in period 1.
You can see the team speed that Plattsburgh has here in the early going, really picking them up and laying them down. One of the characteristics of this Plattsburgh club has been over the years their counterattack. They turn the puck over. If we turn the puck over, they're going to come right at you, full speed.
Ryer with a shot on goal. It's tipped out in front, and Connor Green will cover up after his first stop of the game.
Yeah, you're going to have to, all the little things are going to have to be done correctly here tonight for the Bears. Winning those face-offs, making good solid moves inside your defensive end. Don't do things that you're not capable of. Try to keep the game as simple as possible for you.
Here's a ring out at the left point, feeds it down to the half wall. Stockdale now gets it back, shot on, and they score.
Never saw it, came from the point. Number 15 with a blistering shot, quick wrister. I don't think Connor Green was prepared for that. Bennett Stockdale, the assistant captain, the junior from Ottawa, Ontario, he played at Alabama Huntsville before Plattsburgh. Quick released up high. Connor went down, the puck went over him into the upper part of the net. Plattsburgh leads it 1-0.
Just a minute 14 into the contest, 1-0 Cards. Cards will win the face-off. Played in to the Potsdam zone behind the net for Cruikshank. Gallagher will play the loose puck for the Cards. Into the right circle, flip to the back wall. Scrum for it there, Rose in on it. Also trying to get to it is Geary for the Bears. Out for Doney at the point, that's off a body up and out of play.
Lots of activity. Again, the quick skating Cardinals are going to pressure you all over the place inside the zone. Going to have to be careful on this. Probably try to get some rims out, tips out. They're going to be on you low in the zone. That's been their forechecking style over the years. You're going to turn it over. They're going to get a counterattack very, very quickly.
After a Plattsburgh face-off win, the Bears regain possession in back of Connor Green in the Potsdam net. Good aggressive forecheck, but the puck will come out to center. In fact, this one's going to tail right on down the ice. No icing there. And the Bears will take a loose puck back out to the left point, thrown toward goal, and it's in! And we're tied up just like that.
Shot from the point. Had to be redirected. I think that's Ryan Leaf who will take that shot. I believe.
I think Nolan Town there out at the point, right?
Maybe Town took the shot. Yes, indeed, it was on that left side. So Nolan Town took the shot. We'll see who the redirect credit comes to. If it's a gray shirt, it'll be another Potsdam player other than Nolan Town. If it was touched by a red shirt, Nolan will get credit for the goal.
And that comes at 2:05 of period number 1. So less than a minute after the Cardinals took the early lead, Bears come back and tie it up.
Questionable play right there. Close to the blue line. Should have just chipped that one out.
They are going to give credit to Nolan Town on the goal with assist to Ludwig and Kleinow. Okay. I thought it was tipped as well.
Well, I think a red shirt got it.
Okay, gotcha. Here's Lanier. He's going to backhand the puck into the Potsdam zone. Mahlmeister will get to it first for Potsdam. Quickly around to the left side, and that's where it is going to be played by Mike MacArthur. Played out to center ice ahead of Mahlmeister. In fact, all the way down on the Plattsburgh net, and that's where Jacob Hearn will get his glove out and cover it up.
Yeah, and again, you're going to see the Bears. They're going to be cautious with this. Try to analyze the play in front of where they get the puck. In other words, anticipate how they're going to be breaking out. If they can, you're going to see some rim chances coming from the deep in their own zone to get out of the zone.
Campbell off the faceoff with a quick shot from center point, makes it in on net, knocked away. Back in the Potsdam zone, Campbell with a half-speed effort, but the puck will manage to find its way out. And here's Bernays in on a forecheck. He'll slow down Plattsburgh for a moment on their breakout. Here they come now, and they're offside. I think on that far wing, Ryan Butler a stride ahead.
Yeah, that was good back pressure by Mason Hone on the back there. Got him just a little bit to move to his right and cause that offside. Again, good back checking Mason Hone through the neutral zone here to help cause that offsides.
A junior-laden team, it looks like these Plattsburgh Cardinals, especially amongst their forwards. It's another offside against the Cards.
Bears got to gap up a little bit better there, a little bit too much room moving in. Gallagher came in, had some room. That's Carson Gallagher, the junior. Had some room to operate there. Thankfully, it was blown on the offside. Got to gap up a little bit better on those players.
Face off outside the Potsdam blue line. It will be scrapped for. Cards will poke it into the Potsdam zone. Geary on it for the Bears. Plays it up the wing, touched out by MacArthur. That's Garrett. Played down into the Potsdam zone. Bears will send a couple in on a forecheck. And again, try to slow down this Plattsburgh breakout. Plattsburgh loves to play the entirety of the sheet of ice, don't they?
They sure do.
Nice wide approach to their game. And they got it back D to D. Still looking for a cleaner outlet, and they get it this time. Played right down on net on a short hop stop by Green. That came from about 15 feet outside the blue line. One-timer, not much on it here. Back to the shooter. This is Stockdale. He's going to throw it cross ice into the corner for Breyer. Breyer picks it up out there. Centering pass. And in behind the man he was looking to hook up with. Good back check there by Ryan Lee. Sent ahead for Garrett MacArthur, who will backhand it into the zone. off of Breyer. Bears want to finish up a change here.
You see that good defensive gap up on the Cardinals defense. Didn't allow MacArthur much space on that blue line.
Bears nearly turn it over here at center ice. And in fact, they will. Cards back in strong, 3-on-3. Toward goal. Knocked aside off a Potsdam stick. Clear it out down the ice. This should go for icing. No, waved off last second. As in on it is Jack Bloom. Bloom back to the point now for Town. Cross ice. One-timer stick save. And that came from Clare. Rob Clare has the centering pass. That's intercepted. Plattsburgh will skate it across the red and into Potsdam territory with Tredowitz. Now he's going to peel off, go mid-slot with a one-timer that misses wide left. Scrum down the corner, Plattsburgh player down. Bears with some numbers coming out. Hone, cross ice. Doesn't get a very deep dump in before the Bears come off and finish a change. And the Cardinals will work it back in with Lagny down in the corner. Joining him on the rush is Thomas Maya. 3 Bears down there against 2 Cardinals. Puck worked loose. Up the half wall. Bears will move it out with Cannell. Jeremy Cannell passes it by for himself. Out in front. Can't get the tip from Maulmeister. Maulmeister will gather the loose puck in the back of the net. Hits his back. Cruikshank is shot. I don't know who got a piece of that. Somebody did. Bears buzzing for the go-ahead goal here. With 6 minutes gone, 1-1 your score here in Potsdam.
Good little period of time for the Bears. Nice forecheck, good passes, quick shots.
Maulmeister dumps it in deep, and now the Cards will lift it out. It'll be swatted down, and the Bears will play it from the red line. Maulmeister in with MacArthur. This is Mike getting the puck from between his skates, and it's going to be clear back out to center. Bears will hustle back, going with short changes here in the first period, trying to keep the energy high. It's going to be an icing against Potsdam here.
D pass on the inside the Bears defensive zone, just misses the pass coming across the middle of the ice and all the way down for the face-off. 13:30 to go here in the first period. We're tied at 1.
Face-off to the right of Connor Green. And it'll be won by the Cardinals. To Ring at the point, one-timer, and Connor Green covers that up with a glove.
Lots of activity in front of Connor Green. He was lucky to get a look at that. They're not going to be afraid to shoot the puck. Evidently, they're shooting it from all angles. Quick shots from the point. That was a full shot from their offensive blue line. Quick takeaway, quick shot. Connor Green had to be sharp to make that save.
Face-off win for the Bears. They'll move it up the left side and now out. Down the ice this will go. This is going to be long enough for icing. It is. I'm thinking that probably could have been played, huh?
Yeah, questionable call there. I think he got a little bit of a bark from the bench, if you will. Trying to see if they can win the next call, but nonetheless, it's going to come down into the Bears' defensive end. Face-off's going to be to the right of goaltender Connor Green.
And again, the Cards win it back to the point for Ring quickly. Down the half wall, centering pass, chopped away to the wall. Now Leith in back of his own end will flick it along for Ryan Maulmeister. Maulmeister tied up, the puck comes loose for Geary. Open space for Leith and touch into center ice for Cannell, trying to catch up to it. But the Cardinals bring it back out. They turn it over for just a moment before Stockdale skates back and helps out his D and almost puts it on net, on his own net. Cardinals play dump in here. Green stops it behind the goal. Along for Drew Rose. Now some space down the left wing side for the Bears. Here they come. The shot on. Knocked away. Not a clean save, mind you, by Hearn, but a save nonetheless. And out of play at the Plattsburgh bench with 12:19 to play. Period 1. We're knotted at 1.
That stretch pass caught up with Jack Ludwig right at the red line. He was able to get some space, but they closed quickly on him, and he wasn't able to get a real clean shot on goal. The save was pretty easy for their goaltender, Jacob Hearn.
Bears carry the next face-off down low into the right wing corner. Back to the point, Cruikshank fires it wide. Rose will get it half wall toward the left corner. Play broken up there. Garrett MacArthur turnaround centering attempt. That doesn't make it in. Bears will keep it in. Good back skate there by Rose to keep it alive inside that left point. Now the Cardinals will get it, clear it up. Icing coming. No, waved off.
They waved that off. That was a good no call. Potsdam player could have touched it. He lifted his stick right at the last minute.
Garrett MacArthur drop pass, shot, stick saved by Hearn. Potsdam player wipes out. I don't know if he was helped or not. My eye was on that puck that was headed to the Plattsburgh net. And now Weaver Vitale slows up as he enters the Potsdam zone. Bears from behind their own net, showing some good muscle back there. Up ahead goes the pass, chipped in by Bloom. And the officials are going to certainly want to be wary as the puck goes out of play. Wary of contact away from the puck. There's some of that starting to happen now too.
Yeah, you saw it right below us here with Matthew Perron. He was trying to get off the ice. A little bit of a shove there from the Plattsburgh player. Might have been accidental, but nonetheless, good point, well taken. Keep your eye on the whole game, especially the back official.
The game within the game, right? Face-off win for Butler and the Cards, played up the middle. This is going to go for an icing. No. Oh, power play. That's why. Power play Potsdam. There we go.
Maybe they did call that.
Connor Callanan, first-year player out of Stony Point, New York. In the box, Potsdam's first power play of the night right here. In a 1-1 tie, still early in this game, just approaching the midpoint of period number 1. Cleared back to the Potsdam zone again. Bears send it down ice. This is going to go for icing. Again, it's Potsdam on the man up. Ryan Leith wants that one back.
Trying to look here and see if we can get some stats on their power play. Looks to me like they're operating here at about 16%, the Bears on the man advantage.
Yeah, they need to build another 5 to 8 points on that for it to become something that other teams are going to be concerned with. Potsdam plays the puck into the Plattsburgh zone. Cards get it, dump it right back on down ice, right on net. Connor Green will leave it for Ryan Leith. Halfway through the Potsdam power play. Fresh unit on, carried up ice by Rob Clare. Clare shifting toward his left, now back toward right. Tried to go forehand. He's in on the trail there with Garrett MacArthur shoveled out in front. And from the side of the net, it's clear back away. Bears will keep it down, knocked down in front. There's the pinch, and it doesn't work. Off to the races, Young. One man up here for the Cards. He's going to play it back to his D.
He can go, can't he?
Yes, he can. And he took off with very good anticipation. Half a minute to go in Potsdam's power play. 1-1 with 9.5 to play in the first period. Here's Rose entering the zone for the Bears. That puck will get tipped down into the corner. Clare trying to work after it. He gets twisted off of the puck. Clare right back on his skates. 7 seconds ago, Cardinals clear. And that should pretty much do it for the Bears power play, which had a couple of moves toward goal, but really nothing set up. Plattsburgh just too quick at the end.
Yeah, again, the quickness really a factor here on the PK. They can afford to be very aggressive, pressure the pass, always. That's been their model. They have the speed to do it again this year.
Cruikshank plays it down into the right wing corner. Cards play it up on the breakout. Here they come 3-on-2 through center ice. Pass left side. Lanier, his shot, kick save by Green. Turn around off the rebound. Butler unable to get the shot away on a good back check by Potsdam's Mason Hone. Down the ice for icing against the Bears.
Yeah, really good play to protect that rebound. It was open for just a second, but the Potsdam Bear back checker was able to lift the stick of the Plattsburgh player right at the last minute there. So a nice play, ultimately ending up in a icing call against the Bears here. But Plattsburgh wins that face-off, brings it down below. It's going to be held on to right off the pipe by Connor Green. Face-offs, I would guess, pretty sizably in favor of Plattsburgh right now.
Coach, your voice is a little tired from having called a bunch of Potsdam goals earlier this afternoon. The women with a 5-goal outburst in the second en route to another big win over Rivier.
Yeah, they had a nice afternoon here. Kaylee Merrill, Keeley Town, just 2 goals apiece there this afternoon. So a couple of back-to-back wins for the women's hockey team. They got it rolling here a little bit, but a big game for them coming up this week against SUNY Canton.
And now Plattsburgh into the Potsdam zone. Space out in front, dancing his way out in front. The shot, not much on it as it reaches Potsdam's net. 2-on-2 the other way with Mike MacArthur, and just in ahead of the plate. I don't think it was by a whole lot, if any. That was Meister.
It's going to be the old adage here: if you're going east to west on the blue line, you're not obviously accomplishing much. The worst thing that can happen is, you get an offside call, or they poke it by you and they're heading off the other way here. So got to head man that puck or get it in deep.
Klanow will work it out of his own end, up ahead beyond the reach of Klanow. Klanow will go and use his stick to some effect as the Cardinals bring it in with Thomas headed toward the net. Gets the return feed, not much for him to do with that as it makes it all the way in on Connor Green. He saw that one coming and he reacted appropriately. 7:35 to go here in period number 1. 1-1 the score.
I think he did touch it though and redirect it just ever so slightly to Connor Green, but he made a very nice play. That was Thomas we're talking about now.
Tredowitz looking to win the face-off here for the Cardinals, but it's going to be the Bears coming away with it on a face-off win from Justin Vernace. Played up to the blue line and now out to center ice before the Cards just jam it back in. Thomas again. Bears cross ice from in front of their own bench. Up the right wing side, fed ahead for Loran. Jack Loran works it down into the corner. Cards gather there. Play it out to center ice. Bears dump it back in, but they had a couple players in the zone still. Had to check up. So now the Cardinals play it ahead of Tredowitz, right wing corner. Around the boards it'll come. Played back in back of the net. Centering pass, a weak one. Bears will get the intercept with Geary. And now Geary will skate it right up to center ice and dump in. 6:40 remaining. Bears change. And Cardinals play it in. That's going to go as an icing against Plattsburgh.
Pretty close call there, but nonetheless, the icing call, no contention from the Cardinals, but maybe a stride just before the red line. Face-off comes way back to the left of goaltender Hearn, 6:31 to go. I don't think they started the clock either on that one.
Time stood still. Face-off win for the Bears. They'll keep it alive to center point. Town out in front. Backhander wide. Claire gathers. Not enough space there for a wraparound attempt. Still working after it. Loose in the corner. Up to the circle for Lanier. Cross ice. Still in the Plattsburgh zone before the Cards move it out. Down the ice it goes. Getting to it first for Potsdam is Klanow. And make that Justin Geary. And now a centering pass for the Cards. Callinan's stick got tied up. Here's Mason Hone coming out with the Bears with Rob Clare. Hone backhander, stick save as Hone wipes out to the end boards. Cardinals quick to transition back into the Potsdam zone with Maya. Plays it down off the back boards. Trying to turn that Karam into a one-timer as Butler. Fails on the first attempt, gets it back. Ring puts it out in front. Knocked away off a body in the slot. Curled on, here's Ring again, right on goal, and that one just about handcuffed Connor Green, but he got enough of it to keep it out of the net. Down the ice, no icing there as it's going to be played by the defense in front of Hearn in the Potsdam, or the Plattsburgh net. Cards in again. Young looking to track it down in the corner. Boy, he is a speedster. Elusive. Here's a shot redirected on goal, knocked away by Green. And now a pass back to the circle, taken away here by Vernace. He will cross the red line, dump it in on the backhand, and head off on a change. Here's a shot from the Bears. And that was Mike MacArthur getting a quick turn-on goal. Still 1-1. Cards in with Young. And he loses the puck. Bears take it away. Nice pass for Jeremy Cannell. Cannell, screenshot. And I think Hearn got enough of that to steer it aside. That was headed inside near post if he hadn't played that. Potsdam will keep it in at the right point. To the end boards it will go. Bears making some further changes. Cards doing the same as the Cardinals will skate it into center ice. Broken up by the Bears. Here they come in again. A nice shot from behind right there. That frees up the puck for the Cardinals in behind the Potsdam net. Under 4 minutes to play in a high-flying, quick-moving first period. 2 goals in the first 2:05 of the game, one each way. Nothing since as Breyer enters the zone. Stick checked away from him. Cards need to clear the Potsdam zone, and that allows the Bears ample opportunity to move it up to Laurent. He's going to dump it in. And Garrett MacArthur catches up to it, but can't control it. And the Cardinals will play it out to center ice. From inside the Potsdam blue line. Played back by the Bears into the card zone. We're getting a lot of end-to-end action here in this one.
Very quick moving period that can be punctuated by the very quick skating game that it is. Both teams skating very, very well here. Playing very smart as Potsdam. They're getting the puck deep in the zone. They're not taking a lot of chances in the neutral zone.
Here's a sharp angle shot lifted up and over the net by the Cardinals right winger. Bears fan on first attempt to clear, but Hohen has some help, and it's going to be touched out to center ice by Garrett MacArthur. MacArthur can't quite catch up to that puck. Here's Trudowitz turning it back into the Potsdam end. Quick shot, kick save by Connor Green. Had the angle covered pretty well. Off to the near half wall. Out to center it will come. Cardinals jam it back into the Potsdam zone. Down the corner. Callanan, lone man in on the forecheck for the Cardinals. Puck out to center ice beyond the reach of Clare. No icing here with 2:02 to go in this tied at 1 first period. Cardinals from center dump it in right side again. Town first to it for the Bears. Gets it back. Works it off for Bloom. Bloom tries to poke it ahead, but it got away from him a little bit too much. Back for Town. D to Leith. Cross ice. Can't quite hook up, but no icing here, as Bloom was the intended target. Cannell will pinch on the left wing. Can't get a hold of the puck though. Town dumps it in as the Bears check up. There's Maulmeister flying in. Maulmeister with an open net. Can't get around for the wrap. Maulmeister in off after it again for the Bears. Right out in front. They score! The Bears go in front.
I think that's going to be Mike MacArthur who gets that. Maulmeister could have wrapped it around, missed it, just couldn't quite get there, but the activity that came about because of that aggressive play caught Plattsburgh a little bit running around in there. Good activity in front, and I believe Mike MacArthur is going to get credit for that goal with 1:14 to go in this first period. The Bears take a 2-1 lead.
18:46 time of the goal here for Potsdam, and it will be indeed Mike MacArthur, assisted by Maulmeister for one. We'll get the other assist here in a couple moments' time. End of the period, we'll have our first period recap. We'll be looking at other SUNYAC contests in play right now, plus the afternoon's worth of basketball. The Potsdam basketball teams come up empty. Now here's Bernays in clean. Bernays goes far post, misses by about a half a foot. Into the corner, Bernays, but the puck is back away from him. Cardinals will play it up with 40 seconds to go in the period. Potsdam 2, Plattsburgh 1. Play broken up at the circle. Out to center ice. Yes, it did come out to center ice. Played back in on the offside.
Yeah, good quick turnover there. Again, that was very close on the offside, but you can see if they get it, they're going to turn it around and shoot it. They're not afraid to shoot the puck here.
Play to the whistle, right?
Yep.
34 seconds left. Face off outside the Potsdam blue line.
Bears got to be smart here. Momentum's in their favor. Get the puck deep. Be mindful of your defensive responsibilities here. Doesn't make any difference if it's the first period or the third period. Want to keep the momentum going in your direction. Right now the Bears have it.
Up the middle, they play it for Bloom. Screen shot, kicked aside at the side of the net by Hearn, and then cut out in front by Jack Bloom. And Hearn decides, I better get that glove up and get that thing stopped with 15 seconds to go.
Yeah, that was going to go right across the goal crease. Never in danger of going into the net, but he snagged it down, wanted to stop the clock here with 15 seconds to go. Bears have an offensive zone faceoff that Plattsburgh will win.
Couple players colliding at center ice. Play comes down the left side, out of play, right around the scorer's table. Clock still running until a good half a second later. It stopped.
All the way down, 3.7 to go here. Shots on goal. Bears unofficially out shooting Plattsburgh 11-7. We'll get the official tally here in just a little bit.
So the offensive zone face-off for the Bears to be taken by Mike MacArthur. Now we're adding some time back. They're going all the way back to 10 seconds. That's interesting. I was thinking maybe a second and a half or so.
Yeah.
But not another 6. Face-off win for the Cardinals. They're going to chip it off the glass, out with a breakdown the left wing for Stockdale. Toe drag move and stick checked away from him by Rose. As the period comes to a close, a successful first period all around for the Potsdam Bears as they will take a 2-1 lead into the locker room here at the first intermission.
Dangerous end to that first period. Face-off execution, face-off win by the Cardinals, and they were able to get a quasi-odd man rush coming down the left-hand side, but it was a good poke check by Drew Rose that really prevented that from having any more of a significant offensive possibility there. But they certainly they played that period right to the buzzer, and that's how good teams play it.
So Potsdam 2 and Plattsburgh 1. Bears get I checked like that. That was Plattsburgh on the first goal. Bears would tie it up less than a minute later, and then the late first period go-ahead goal is where we stand. Let's check some scores elsewhere involving SUNYAC men's hockey teams, as we'll look on down the long list of Saturday afternoon and evening action. Right now, let's see here, we have Brockport State hosting Buff State. Brockport at home with a 1-0 lead. No score Fredonia at Geneseo. No report in yet on the non-leaguer with Oswego at Utica. And I think that's all there is for hockey action. Basketball earlier this afternoon, the Potsdam women make a valiant bid to come back on the road at Oneonta, but in the end up falling by 10, the final of 63-53, despite 19 points from Diamond Hunter. The Potsdam men were down 12 with 12 to go, end up losing by 29, just could not get the shots to drop this afternoon. Some other basketball scores from around SUNYAC. On the men's side, Cortland defeats Brockport in Brockport by 3. Tight game, 63-60. New Paltz at home runs roughshod on Plattsburgh, 107-85. The Potsdam at Oneonta score, Oneonta 81-52 over the Bears. Oswego with a blistering road win at Buff State, 106-64. And Geneseo held serve at home against Fredonia, 77-68. I think our first period numbers should be coming along in a few moments. Want to see if we can get some women's basketball scores while we're waiting here. Cortland with a blowout at Brockport. Cortland 71, Brockport 41. New Paltz won at home against the Plattsburgh women by 14. And it was Geneseo in a relatively close game against Fredonia at home, and Geneseo wins it 63-56. Oswego defeats Buffalo State in Buffalo 73-66. And there we go. We're caught up on all the other SUNYAC action in progress games right now, and the afternoon of basketball.
Well, unofficially, we were looking at shots on goal being fairly even in that period, with Potsdam outshooting the Cardinals 10-9. But the goals in the first period, it would be Bennett Stockdale who would get that first goal. Nice pass across the blue line, one-timer very early in the period to give Plattsburgh the early lead. And then Potsdam would come back and get on the board themselves with 2 unanswered goals, and that's the way we stand right now. Highly entertaining period, very quick skating. Both teams got to be on your game, handle the puck quickly, lots of stick work, lots of stick work around the hands, so you got to be sure of your puck management in all aspects of the game, and just a pretty solid hockey game here so far.
Face-offs decidedly in favor of the Cardinals, 17-7. A lot of those coming in with offensive zone face-offs.
Yeah.
That's something that hopefully the Bears took note of. I'm sure they did.
And not the least of which was the last one.
Yeah.
From their defensive end.
Right.
That caused an offensive challenge with the time winding down for the clock. Got to be very mindful of all of those things, especially when you have the momentum, and the Bears got that with that second goal in the first period to give them the lead. So got to do all the little things well here to make this a successful night. But the scoring got going in the first period. It was at 1:14 when the Cardinals, Bennett Stockdale, would get an even strength goal. Jack Ring and Paul Byer would pick up the assist. That's Stockdale's 5th goal of the season, with Ring and Breyer getting the assist. But the Bears would come right back. Shot from the point, deflected, we think, by a Plattsburgh player in front. But Nolan Town would get the credit for the goal. That came at 2:05 of the first period. Bernace and Ludwig would be picking up the assists. At 18:46, the Bears would take the lead on an even strength goal. Michael MacArthur would get credit for that goal. Ryan Mulmeister, Nolan Town. Mulmeister almost had a goal of his own there on an attempted wraparound, but couldn't quite handle it. Shots on goal in the first period, had him a little bit backwards, is that the Cardinals outshot the Bears 10-9 in that first period.
And that go-ahead goal, incidentally, Coach, I think a classic example of the old adage, crash the net, charge the net, go to the net, go to the net. And that's exactly what Mike MacArthur did. He just crashed in there, looked for an opportunity, and had one come his way.
And the defender didn't get his stick. His stick was down.
Yeah.
Stick on the ice. He was able to one-time that hole for the goal, for the go-ahead goal here. But only one penalty to report in that first period, and that went against the Cardinals for too many men on the ice. No wonder we didn't see it.
Yeah. But we thought maybe there would have been an interference called there, but
right below us, yeah. But
yeah. All right, so there we are. End of one period of play. Potsdam 2, Plattsburgh 1. Men's SUNYAC hockey tonight as we take our first intermission break. And when we come back in about 8 minutes from now, it'll be time for the second period between the Bears and the Cards. Live tonight on the SUNY Potsdam Bearcast and Mix 96.1. All right, Mighty Mix, talk to you in about 7 minutes or so. Thanks. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hit it. Well, you know what that horn means. It's time to get going into another period of play here at SUNY Potsdam. It's Saturday night game night here in Potsdam, and the Potsdam Bears, after one, carrying a 2-1 lead over the Plattsburgh Cardinals.
Nice effort here. We're talking between periods that the Bears had to take a little bit of time to get adjusted to the speed of the game, and once they did, they're comfortable in that game, moving the puck, chipping the puck, playing a very intelligent game in terms of if they haven't got a play, they're trying to get the puck in deep, and make the Cardinals go the full 197. Be careful of the turnovers because the counterattack is so quick for the Cardinals here. But so far, so good for the Bears. Going to be careful here, certainly throughout the whole period, but really in the first couple of minutes of this period, crucial to keep the momentum going in the favor of the Bears.
As the Bears will win the opening faceoff for Malmeister, he'll flick it in. Cannell gets to it first for the Bears. He'll cycle it down low for Mike MacArthur. MacArthur, the go-ahead goal late in period number 1. Bears on the attack on the forecheck. Just in their way here, period number 2. Cardinals will get a hold of it and skate it out. They're going to chip it in. Butler giving chase. Overskated by both Plattsburgh players down there. The Bears will get to it. And backhanded up to Cannell behind the back pass. And Bears will dump it in. A little miscommunique right there, but no icing on the play. As the Cardinals will grab it and skate it up the left wing side. Here's a quick shot on. Pad save by Connor Green. Bears can't get the clear. Cardinals look for a one-timer high slot that doesn't develop. Stick of Young tied up there. And the Bears will tip it out to center ice. And look to regain something here, something positionally speaking, as the lead passes for Butler. Butler in, has it hop off of his stick. Cross ice, left circle. The shot off a stick up and over into the corner off the glass. Worked around now. Here comes Rob Clare. We'll play it in and head to the bench. Potsdam will get the early change. A little over a minute and a half gone by, period 2. Cardinals on the attack. Malmeister strips the puck away. Malmeister skating strong up the right side. Bears are onside, 3-on-2s. It's carried down into the corner. In behind the Plattsburgh goal, man tonight by Jacob Hearn, a 6'3" sophomore out of Ennismore, Ontario. Cards making some changes in personnel. Bears get a stretch pass for Cannell, who's going to tip it in behind the Plattsburgh net. Overskated by the upman MacArthur for Potsdam. He'll circle back, try to get a stick on it there. Garrett MacArthur after it, eludes him. And here comes Plattsburgh with a dump in. All the way around the boards it goes, left side to right corner. Scrum there, out of the pack, Cardinals, cross ice, one-timer, save made by Connor Green.
Big shot from Weaver Vitale as he came in from the point, but Connor Green moving from his left to his right and out. He was a good 3 feet out in front of the blue ice to make that save. So I love the angle. I love the coverage and the athleticism. Connor Green, smart, getting out in front of the blue ice to make that save.
Potsdam's going to go man up. It's a tripping call. Just as the Bears were looking to break out of their own end, clearly upended was Jack Ludwig.
Trey Thomas will be going off. The junior from Williams Lake, British Columbia, on the trip here.
Hey, you want to know something, Coach? Jacob Hearn has been pulled from the game. Eli Schiller is in now, a 6'2" first-year player. That's what you get for giving up 2 goals, I guess. Shot right on, rebound given up! And Bears can't get the secondary on that. And it's going to be covered there and held on to by Schiller.
Now looking at the Plattsburgh stats here, maybe we'll want to check on that to see how much game action he has seen here.
Both of these netminders have played 4.
We're going to end up seeing, I don't know what's going to happen here.
We can get our third one.
Well, we have an equipment adjustment here. In some locales, and I think maybe even in the NHL, they'll make you change the goalie. But right now we have a stoppage in play. 17-17 to go in the second period. 2-1 lead for the Bears here. Number 14 is in the box. That's Trey Thomas is in there for what will be 155 or less. As we have a major equipment adjustment going on here. The goaltender now has his shirt off as they're trying to position all of his equipment. This is, again, you see this in some locales where the player will have to actually exit the game. But evidently that's not the case. He's coming back in now, so we'll be at it. We're going to check and see how much game experience Schiller has. As you mentioned, Eli Schiller, he's a freshman from Toronto, catches left, played for the Wellington Dukes.
Face off to his right, and we're back underway. A face-off win for the Bears. Potsdam on the power play, Jack Bloom. Bloom looking for a seam, puts it off Jerusik and out of play.
Actually, if I look right here below, in the stats, he's played 4 games. He's 4-0 with a 97% save percentage.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good. not bad.
Yeah, acceptable. Face-off win by the Cardinals, but Malmeister will take it away. Feedback to the right point and carried out. And Jack Bloom's going to have to hustle back here against Tredowitz. And he does. Gets down there in time. Half a minute into Potsdam's power play. The Bears force back into their own end. They'll have to set up and move it out from there. In behind the net, Schiller will play it off the glass. Kept in, right point. Loran digs after it, puts it hard off the backboards, out for Bloom, and it's going to be lifted out and down ice as Leith is back to keep Lanier from getting to it first. Now Lanier on a shorthanded bid. Carries the puck. He's just going to dump it back to his D. And the Cards will play it at center ice. Potsdam trying to get a hold of it, but the Cards lift it out and down the other end. Connor Green way out of his net to play that one. 40 seconds to go in the Potsdam power play. Shorthanded bid. That's a rising shot that may have gone off the shoulder of Connor Green. Back out to center ice. Bears have got nothing in terms of setup on this power play. In fact, better opportunity for the Cardinals shorthanded. 20 seconds to go in Potsdam's power play. Potsdam looking to score off the rush. Here they come in. Pass drop back. Broken up at the blue line. Cardinals lead it in. How is Young not offside? Are you kidding me? 6 seconds to go in the power play. Puck back in the Potsdam zone. Bears will get to it, and we're back now to 5-on-5. Now here's Garrett MacArthur. Leads it out. Pass ahead for Rob Clare. That's going to go for an icing.
That's going to be an icing call. I think that could have been played. Nonetheless, had the arm up in the air and kept it up there. So face-off's going to come back to the right of goaltender Connor Green. Bears have no answer for the speed of the Cardinals on the penalty kill. They're going to press you all over the place in all 3 zones, pressing the pass. You're not going to have a chance to set up, so you might just as well make a pass and get a shot if you can.
Plattsburgh beaten just once. That was by Oswego very early in November. And they have also been tied twice overall, once in conference play. Here's a drive to net, Connor Green. Stone cold.
Boy. I think that was Stockdale again coming in from that right side. He had way too much room to maneuver and operate there as he came in, but Connor Green was up to the challenge and made that very, very good save. Very difficult save.
Off the face-off, Cardinals play it, and the Bears take it away. Here's Nolan Town. Got Potsdam on the board. You slow down right at the red line as the Cardinals move it back in. Cardinals centering pass, cut off en route. Over in the corner for the Potsdam Bears is Max Klanow. Klanow slowed up, centering pass, a nifty little backhander coming outside of the net, centered again, but it's going to be Potsdam tipping it out, and just a couple strides away from maybe fashioning himself a break was Ludwig. But instead, the Cardinals will move it back in. Town overskates the puck. Works it out of there, and it'll be backhanded out of the zone. Down ice, no icing here. Is Ludwig close to it? Ludwig's going to have to check up. He got caught up in the zone. Bears dump it in. And Clare got caught up in there too. He'll get the puck now from center ice. Curls in at the right point. Clare trying to duck underneath a check. The puck will be shoveled toward the side of the net, but never reached it. Bears will keep it in at the blue line. Feathered left side for Hone. Hone trying to track it down, still chasing after it. Has some support now from Clare, who ends up on the ice, sitting down. Puck underneath him, gets away. Plattsburgh player upended, and Clare maybe got away with the trip right there.
Well, I think the referee kind of evened things out there. Yeah. Clare could have drawn a penalty on the initial rush. He was rubbed off and gathered up high, held, if you will, briefly. No call. He wanted a call, didn't get it. And then a little bit of an accidental trip, let's say, behind the net, and our referee said, well, maybe we'll just even this one up, I think.
Face-off will be to the right of Connor Green.
They won't admit that.
No, I wouldn't expect them to. To the right of Connor Green after he made his stop on it. Kind of a slow shot in on him. 13-19 to play. Period number 2. Potsdam 2, Plattsburgh 1. Face-off win for the Bears, deep in their own end. Now Drew Rose gets tied up. And Potsdam is going to bring the puck out through center ice. Here's Loran. Loran now 2-on-1 with Cruikshank. The shot. Good stop right there by Schiller. Cruikshank behind the net. Can't catch up to that bouncing puck. Cardinals carry up to center ice with Bonfield. Shot blocked by Rose. Eludes Rose's check. Cardinals still dancing with the puck out in the corner. Fed to the right point. Now quickly over to the left. Back cross ice now. Shot toward goal. They were looking up for a tip from Callanan out in front. And they got awfully close. They love to shift sides of the ice, these Cardinals do. Trying to get the defense and the netminder leaning. Potsdam breaking out 3-on-2 as they hit the Plattsburgh blue line. Here's MacArthur. Cross ice, cannot hook up. It's going to be cycled down low for Loran. Cross ice. Make that a centering pass on a backhander, and the puck is going to be clear back out. We are at 5-on-5, incidentally. Rose brings it in again for the Bears, plays it ahead for Mike MacArthur. MacArthur back toward the point, but cut off by Callanan. He'll turn and put it off high off the boards out to center. Cards reset in their own end. Ring being hounded by Mike MacArthur. I love this defensive-minded forecheck that the Bears are employing tonight. At least slow the Cardinals down, and that's exactly what that did.
Well, you're getting a good effort off that point checker, if you will. Stops and starts, which you don't see a lot of in the game of hockey today, but Mike MacArthur did an excellent job there of forcing things. There's going to be a penalty called. I think you got to call it, but nonetheless, that's going to be Mulmeister that's going to be going off for the trip here.
Extra attacker on for the Cardinals. Bears trying to get a touch on the puck here. And they won't quite yet. Cross ice, one-timer left circle. That's wide. Bears still do not touch the puck as Butler holds it. Plays it down into the corner. Out there looking for a centering pass. It's out in front. Top circle. On the right side. Now back for Looney. Crosses, make that Doney. Crosses over. One-timer right on. And a good save there by Connor Green. And the Bears finally get the touch down along the backboards.
Boy, when they can crank it up, they crank it up big time. Feet are moving. Pucks are moving. Passes on the stick. Weaving in and out. Shots. Hunting the puck. Getting possession. When they're on their game, they really can gear it up, and that's what we saw there when the goalie was pulled. So, power play situation, 2 minutes or less. Ryan Mulmeister will be in the box here. 10:43 to go in the second period.
Steve Moffat in his 4th year as head coach here at the helm of the Plattsburgh Cardinals. Bob Emery, of course, longtime head coach, led the Cardinals to all kinds of success. Cardinals setting up here, kind of a triangle. Out back, they'll go left circle now. Ring waits as a safety valve. Ring slides across ice for Maya. Maya tries to put it down in front, back for Stockdale. Poke checked away from him, but not far enough to clear. 30 seconds into the Plattsburgh power play with Potsdam leading 2-1. All goals coming in the first. Left circle, one-timer on the wrister. That's cut down in front. Rose gets it, tipped to the center point, but not out. Yeah, Bears don't want to get over-aggressive against these Cardinals. At the same time, they don't want to be too passive either on the PK attempt. There's a fan by Stockdale out of the corner. He'll reset, bring it near side, out in front, can't get the tip from Gallagher. Stockdale keeps it. Top the right circle, Ring. Cross ice, off the wall, fed down left circle low. Somebody got a piece of that. They're jamming side of the net, still alive out in front. Cards will keep it. 35 seconds to go in their power play. They've held the zone, but the Bears have held their own. Here's Ring, fakes the shot. Left side, cross ice, one-timer, Green the save. Swept aside is the rebound. Big wide open net, or at least the top half of it was, but they couldn't put it in. Back to the center point now for Breyer. 15 to go. Left circle, shot, blocked by Green. And off to the half wall, near side, Maya. Center point, 7 seconds to go. Lower left circle, pass broken up by Rose into the corner. Penalty is over. Bears kill it. And they do it entirely in their own zone. They're going to send it down ice now. This will be icing against the Potsdam Bears.
All right, here's a little gamesmanship here. They're going to try to keep those penalty killers on the ice. They're tired, they're fatigued. You better be losing your gloves, your stick, everything, picking them up. Drop your pen over the boards, make them come and get it. Whatever you can do to slow this down so these penalty killers can get a little bit of a breather. But something happened there, because they're bringing the face-off out into the neutral zone.
I wonder if maybe that puck was deflected off a Plattsburgh stick on the way out. That's all I can think of. Anyhow, Bears will win the face-off. Quick shot on goal by Mulmeister. He's come ready to play tonight. Out to center ice, back for Geary in his own end. Backhands it high off the glass, and now will skim up on top of the glass for it finally drops into the crowd.
I think Mulmeister comes to play every night. He's one of the fine young freshman hockey players that we have. The freshman from Massapequa, New York, played for the Suffolk PAL. Fine hockey player to go along with several other ones in the lineup here. One of which will be taking the face-off here. That's going to be Matthew Perrault.
Face-off win for the Cards. Quick shot in a crowd. Doesn't make it all the way through. Rose in the corner for Potsdam. Now up the wall, but not out. Now the Bears will bring it out to center ice. Perrault going in. It's going to be lifted in by Loran. Now Loran toward the right corner, lifted up and out. That puck will die off at the center face-off dot. Trickle back into the Plattsburgh zone where the Cards will go D to D. Up ahead for Butler. Butler sends it out quickly, cross ice, and Young couldn't quite control that one. dumps it back. This is going to go all the way down ice.
I tell you, these guys can skate and they have good size to go with it. You're looking at Jerusik there. He comes in at 6'4", and he can still pick him up and put him down. Good, speedy team, has size to win some battles in the corner for you, makes for a very competitive club.
Jack Bloom trying to strip the puck away, but it's Lanier instead all the way in. Weak shot off the heel of his stick in behind the net. Rob Clare for Potsdam will lead it to the blue line and out. Race to the loose puck. Getting there first for the Cardinals will be Spencer Bellina. And now back out with it. Here come the Cardinals on the breakout with Ryan Bonfield. Played ahead down into the corner now. Trickling right side now back to the left corner. Lanier is there, as is Mason Hone. Hone goes to the point and carries it out, trying to hook up with Bloom, who is just ahead of that bouncing puck. And the Bears turn it over in their own zone. Cards can't get the shot away though. 6:22 to play here in the second period. Still 2-1 Bears, all goals coming in period one. Bears get a line change here. Cardinals carry in left wing side, in behind the net. Drop pass back, left circle, shot on, Connor Green, the save.
He made the save, didn't know that he made the save, was looking for it behind him, but you might just as well stay still there. You didn't hear anything. Applause. The light didn't come on, so you got to presume something, but good solid positioning on that shot from the Cardinals, and he held on for the stoppage in play.
Face off to Green's right. It'll be won by the Cardinals, but the Bears will jump on and momentarily loose puck. Bernays ahead for Ludwig. Just broken up last moment on a good little back check by Jack Ring. He's a talented player too.
He sure is.
And he's pretty big. Sends a 6-3. Here's a play back for the Bears. Coming in strong out in front. Chopped away in the slot.
Got to shoot that puck there.
Here comes Thomas in at the other end. 2-on-1, but he hurries. Short side saved by Connor Green. And you saw what Green did that time. He was looking for not only a shot, but a possible last moment pass to the trailer on that left wing side. He covered both spots.
Yeah, he did.
Cards in again. Left side, upper left circle. Puck up for grabs there. Bears are going to turn it back up and out. Here comes Potsdam on a pass up through center ice. In from Malmeister out of the corner. Centering pass, they miss on the tip. That was Cannell out in front. Cannell not the biggest player, but he's not afraid to throw his weight around either. 5 minutes to go, period number 2. Cards come flying in off a stick, up and out of play.
Shot on goal there. I think that was looking, we'll get that. I think that was Tredowitz who came down, but I think it was Rose who got his stick on that, deflected it out of play. Not sure what Tredowitz was complaining about there. He had a couple of words with the referee before he left the ice. Face-off's going to remain in the Bears zone. 4:57 to go here in the second period. Bears still lead it by 1.
Face-off win for Gallagher and the Cardinals. Butler heads toward the right corner, gets to the puck. Centering attempt off a Potsdam skate. Out in front again. And Breyer missed on the weak side. Open net. Down ice it goes. And I guess this is going to go for icing against the Bears?
Yeah, it is. And the thing that the Bears have got to come up with an answer here in face-offs. They really are being taken to school here on face-offs. So got to figure out a way to counterattack what the Cardinals are trying to do here.
This next face-off will be a do-over. And it'll be won by the Bears in front of their own net. As Garrett MacArthur moves it up to center ice. Regained by Butler and the Cards. Centering attempt off the left wall. Knocked away. Stockdale comes in. Controls. Cross ice, top of the right circle. Centering pass out in front. The tip misses wide left. Probably last touch by a Potsdam player. Lifted down ice by the Bears for another icing with 4:10 to play, period 2.
Yeah, that was Paul Byer. He was all alone in front of the net for quite some time. Bears were able to react at the last minute, create a problem for him in front of the net. They're not going to take any chances. You see several icings here as we're in the latter part of the second period. Bears holding on to that 1-goal lead, but the zone time has really gone pretty dramatically in favor of the Cardinals here in the second period.
Bears really the shots on goal.
Yeah, the Bears haven't really been able to get on the other side of the red line too often here.
Unofficially 14-3 shots advantage for the Cardinals here in the second. Some of that owed to the power play that they had, but not all of it. Bears with Loran looking to settle down the troops. Played on a clean pass up ahead for Perrault. Poked off of his stick, he'll get right back on it. Into the left corner with 3.5 to go in the period. Maulmeister looking for a pass, can't get the tip from that angle. Cannell will keep the puck alive in Potsdam's favor in that right corner. Beneath the goal line extended. Puck tied up. Cannell.
Cannell's grabbing.
Cannell's being held up, so he's not going to give way to the puck. He's not going to allow that to come out until he's got a chance to play it himself. Cardinals will poke it free. Down ice, no icing.
It was an interesting little play by Cannell over there. He's holding the puck against the boards with his skate, but he's also got a handle on the stick of the Cardinal player. Referee's looking at it as if that's legal. It isn't. He's holding the stick.
Cannell had his arm being held at the same time, so it was quite the little scrum there. There's Plattsburgh with a pass right side. They're onside as they enter the Potsdam zone with 2.5 minutes to go in the second period of play. Getting out of there. Here comes Nolan Town. Town pass ahead, and Rob Clare just didn't sense it coming. Now giveaway out in front. A weak backhander stopped by Green.
What a huge save by Green.
Bears counter 2-on-2. Clare squares up, puts it just wide of the right post. As he's hauled down again with 2 minutes to go in the period. Played into the Potsdam zone and played back up and out. The Bears can get a hold of it. They're going to have to battle for it along the boards, and now it'll get rung around in back of the Plattsburgh net. Bears in and looking to reestablish a forecheck with Hone. Hone with a good reach with his stick. Still going after it. Cards off the glass and out to center. Bears clear the zone. Down on the Potsdam goal it will go. Settled there by Green, given to Campbell. Campbell, one of those new Potsdam players, puts a stretch pass up ahead for his Hone. Hone cross ice. Boom! Scores! Jack Bloom!
Well, where's that shot been all year? And that's a huge goal here. Jack Bloom, the goal scorer. Nice pass right on his stick. Bears jump up to a 3-1 lead after being sizably outplayed in the second period, certainly geographically and shots on goal. But Jack Bloom just rips that thing. There's no way that Schiller was prepared for that shot. He never thought it would get through the defender, but a good quick shot off the pipe and in. So terrific goal for Jack Bloom.
And I was in the midst of singing the praises of one Mr. Campbell, first-year defenseman, as the Bears give up a potential chance at the other end right away, but Campbell put that right on the stick of Bloom, who blasted it home after the carry-in. And a Potsdam penalty coming here as Ludwig is going to go on a trip.
Bifulci is going to go, I think. The captain of the Cardinals wanted to have, Arugio wanted to have a little word with Bifulci as to whether that was a leg check or not.
So with Potsdam leading 3-1, there's 1:01 to go in the second period. Cardinals back on the power play with Bifulci in the box on the trip.
Well, I tell you, if the Bears can kill this off, at least get into the locker room with a 2-goal lead, that will speak measures here. But this power play is very, very potent, and they move the puck well.
As they play down below the goal line, cross ice out in front. The shot, that misses. And the puck will carry him all the way out center ice. 45 to go in the period, minute 45 in the penalty. Bears, last time that Plattsburgh was on the power play, the Bears were in their own end for the entirety of it. Here's a weak drive toward goal, cut off. Bears will clear this time, but at the Plattsburgh bench, I think it's touched, is it not?
It looks like they're going to send it all the way down on the touch.
On the bench, yeah.
On the touch. So the face-off's going to go all the way down. Well, now they're looking like they're going to bring it to center ice.
I guess kind of a non-committal face-off, right?
Now they were motioning it to go all the way down, but now they have it just outside the offensive zone. 28.8 seconds to go.
Cards win it to Ring, circling out of his own end. Swings it over to nobody. Into the Potsdam zone. Bears lift it up and out. 15 seconds remaining in the second period. The only goal of the period belonging to the Bears. One more rush here for Stockdale and the Cardinals. Stockdale in a crowd. Blocker save by Connor Green off the long shot. And now whistle in behind the goal. 2 seconds to go. And that'll take care of period number 2. Bears win the first period, win the second as well. And after 40 minutes, Potsdam 3, Plattsburgh 1.
Well, that's a whistling shot by Jack Bloom that gave the Bears some breathing room as they go into the second intermission here. Pretty gutsy performance by the Bears. Very strong goaltending by Connor Green to keep them in this game. That's all you can ask. Bears have good active sticks. They're improving with their dexterity with their hands as that period wore on. Lots of zone time, however, for Plattsburgh. Offensively skilled. You dance with the devil here, only so long, but they're going to be relying on Connor Green the rest of the way here tonight.
Green, who has certainly played his way into the number 1 position starting in net. So Plattsburgh will have 59 seconds of power play remaining when the third period gets underway, but yeah, the Bears got the first part of the latest challenge done, and that was, as you mentioned, to get to the end of the period unscathed, get in the locker room, get some rest and recuperation, and come out well prepared for a minute's worth of power play.
Yeah, and they're going to take a look at that power play and see what they're trying to accomplish there. Again, I don't think their system is any different than most teams that we see. Their execution may be on a much higher level, but that's because they skate so well, and because of their speed, they can recover loose pucks. Just a good, solid hockey team that's built on speed creates their opportunity. And the old adage that their 5 are better than our 4 is really what their power play is built on.
Let's see if we can get caught up on some other hockey scores with games going on tonight in SUNYAC men's play. As we look down the list and see that Buffalo State has a 2-1 lead at Brockport. Geneseo at home still up 1-0 at Fredonia. Utica at home with a 1-0 lead over visiting Oswego, and I think that gets you caught up on all the other hockey games that are going on right now. Earlier today, Potsdam basketball teams end the weekend on a losing note as both men's and women's get swept at New Paltz last night and Oneonta this afternoon. Second period numbers?
Well, second period stats, only 1 goal to report, and that was an even strength goal by Jack Bloom. That came at 18:40 of the second period. Mason Hohen would pick up his second assist, and you talked about it. Michael Campbell, playing very good hockey here for the Bears, picks up his first assist on the year. Shots on goal in the second period had the Cardinals out shooting the Bears 17-5. Pretty evident. Lots of zone time, and 2-period total of 27 versus 14 for the Bears. Penalties in the second period. Trey Thomas for the Cardinals would go off for tripping. Mullmeister would go off for tripping, and Bifolchi would go off for tripping at 18:59. That caught the ire, if you will, of the Plattsburgh captain. Thought maybe it was a leg check. Didn't like that, so had some words with Bifolchi, but nothing came of it. Nonetheless, the Bears go into the second intermission with a 3-1 lead here against the Plattsburgh Cardinals.
Potsdam women's hockey game that the coach had earlier for you this afternoon here on the SUNY Potsdam Bearcast. Saw the Bears put up a 5 spot in the second period en route to a 6-1 victory. Keeley Town and Kaylee Merrill each with 2 goals here this afternoon, and the Bears are back over 500 again as they head further now into league competition following the tournament next weekend in Vermont.
Castleton.
Yes.
Castleton. And they may see the same team they saw this weekend. Revere, a new program, came in here and certainly got some experience by playing against a team that had a little bit more to offer in terms of the game. Bears played pretty well and were able to put some good goals up on the board for a significant offensive outpouring this weekend. But they have a big league game on the 6th, and that's against Canton in Canton, and that'll be a huge game. Talking with the coaching staff after the game, and they said that game is going to be very important towards the playoff run in the second period. So they've got their focus on that.
And the Bears already having lost once to Canton, right?
Yeah.
All right, Coach, before we head to break, I just want to get your thoughts on how the Bears here in this game approach period 3. Yeah, they got to kill off the remainder of the penalty, but a 2-goal lead going into a third period at home against a team that you're really learning a lot about, and this Plattsburgh Cardinals squad. Is it safe at all to even think of changing your tactics, or do you keep playing the same game you've been trying to play?
No, I think you play the same game you've been trying to play. I think that their execution has been good. They're not taking chances. You got to eliminate the chances for turnover. Get the puck deep. Try to get a forecheck in there. Get in the way of their passes. Try to be opportunistic, but don't get into a situation where you give up any more odd man rushes or any of that type of thing. The Bears have been pretty good at that here tonight. They need to tighten things up inside their defensive end, but basically they're going to rely on Connor Green here to hold them in, and they're just going to have to play good, I would call it somewhat conservative hockey. Be opportunistic, get it in, see if you can get a little bit of a forecheck. Look for turnovers in the neutral zone and see if you can get something going your own on a counterattack. But you're not going to skate with this club for the entirety of the 60 minutes. The Bears have been tactically very smart in this game, but again, that's been backstopped by good goaltending.
And the first order of business, of course, for the Bears will be to kill off 59 seconds of Plattsburgh power play time that will open up period 3.
If there's one thing that I would really look at here and pay attention to, would be face-off execution. You know, that's something that they can look at and try to determine what their scheme is. Look at who's been successful for you. Pay attention to that in terms of especially defensive end face-offs.
Bears did happen to win that battle by a couple in the second period, 10-8. So
good. Well,
some improvement there for sure from period number 1.
I think that's going to be a key in the third period.
Because you know Plattsburgh's going to be pressing. But so far, so good for the Potsdam team. Through 40 minutes of play here tonight in Potsdam, it's the Potsdam Bears 3, the Plattsburgh Cardinals 1. Third period action about 6 minutes away here on the SUNY Potsdam Bearcast and Mix 96.1. All right, Mix 96.1. I'll be talking to you in about 6 minutes from now. really is. It's just a little George Foreman. All right. Works for me. Mix 96.1. Let's return in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll the billboard, please. Back here at SUNY Potsdam, ahead of period number 3 between the Potsdam Bears and the Plattsburgh Cardinals. Warren Potter along with Coach Sean Horn. 3-1 Potsdam after 2 periods of play. I think important to note, Coach, that the Bears have won on the scoreboard each of the first 2 periods. That's kind of a big deal against a club like this.
Yeah, and equally as important is that last goal in the second period, which came at 18:40. Jack Blome would pick up his first of the year, but again, they were sizably outplayed in the second period geographically and shots on goal, but they found a way to hang in there, largely on the credit of Connor Green, but some good solid defensive play and good judgment. When they got the puck, they were able to get it out, sometimes taking a couple of back-to-back icings, but nonetheless able to shut down the Cardinals here. But they've got their work cut out for them right now, as the Cardinals will have a power play here for the next 59 seconds or less. So the order of the day right now is to kill this off and then to continue to really play smart hockey the rest of the way. So we're ready to go here in the start of this third period.
Face off at center ice. Mason Hone trying to win it for the Bears, but it'll be the Cardinals to take control of the puck here. They are on the power play to open up this period. Bears killed off the first half of it. The end of period 2. Ring enters the zone. Skating off into the corner, leaves the puck behind. Cardinals will hold, but now the Bears are going to clear it out, get the dump out, and Bears will make a quick change right here. Ryan, I'm chuckling because Ryan Leaf didn't really want to come off the ice just 27 seconds in.
Well, we talked about Jack Ring last year. I remember talking about him, how good a hockey player he is, 6'3", defender from Hingham, Massachusetts. But he's a major factor on the blue line for this Cardinals team.
So the Cardinals now with just 15 seconds to go in their power play will enter the Potsdam zone with the puck, right point to left corner. A whole bunch of players gather down in there, including Drew Rose, who's Papa looks on from up top, straight across from us. Bears on the breakout now with Malmeister. We're back to 5-on-5. Malmeister had his stick held up there, and the puck will go back for the Cardinals and Bennett Stockdale, an assistant captain on this team. He cannot get the clear on first attempt. Here goes Hone in. Good hustle by Hone once again, who's having himself a game tonight, as he just works after that loose puck, feeds back to the point. Bears quick across. Ryan Leith, the shot, and that's going to be whacked aside by the netminder Eli Schiller, who came on at the start of the second period in relief of starting netminder Jacob Hearn. Potsdam 3, Plattsburgh 1. Potsdam into the zone, but the puck hops away from the stick of, who was that, Hone over there, I guess?
Bears energized here at the start of this third period. Good penalty kill. Got things going. A couple of uncharacteristic turnovers by the Cardinals in their own end. And an icing call to try to slow things down for them will result in a face-off to the right of goaltender Eli Schiller.
It'll be Belina to win it for Plattsburgh. As they carry up the left side, tried to steer it into the middle of the ice. It is occupied by Mike MacArthur and company. The Bears play it into the Plattsburgh zone. Plattsburgh forced to reset. Cards up the left side with Belina. Drops it off. Shot. Glove save. Connor Green. Easy one for him. Saw that one all the way from just about 2/3 up the slot.
Molina took an awkward fall there. I don't know if it was leg on leg or not, but he's kind of limping off. The Bears look to me to be shortening up the bench here just a little bit. And the very important part of this game, especially in the defensive end faceoffs. Wow, Lanning was not ready for that puck to be dropped.
Bears win the faceoff but do not clear the zone. Plattsburgh will dump it along the outside. Backhanded centering attempt cut off by Town, who opened up the scoring here tonight for Potsdam. That tied the game up at 1 just a little over 2 minutes in. Down the ice, and this is going to go for icing, which is a curious call to me with all the players that seem to go through and go by.
Yeah, this is both teams a little cautious here in the early going. Bears taking that Plattsburgh took an icing. The Bears attempted a pass and it resulted in icing. Two different things there, but nonetheless, neither team wanting to take many chances.
Perra will win the faceoff as he kicks it into the corner and now gets it back. Perra circling, come up the right side, tries to stretch it ahead for MacArthur. Garrett's there, but couldn't get him the puck. Cardinals bring it back to Tredowitz. MacArthur sweeps it away for a moment before the Cards reset up the middle. Play broken up again at center. Here comes Potsdam with Garrett MacArthur down the left side. Nice strip of the puck there by Taylor, I think that, or Thomas rather. Shot on. Stick save, you heard that from Eli Schiller. Play beneath us here. Bernays curls into the zone. Bernays on the attack for Potsdam. His shot altered. Just barely grazes the top of the crease. On its way through. Now Rose hits Bernays again. Bernays can't carry the puck any further. Here's Tredowitz out with it for Plattsburgh. Dumps it in as he takes a hit and heads off ice on a change. Plattsburgh with a pretty good change right now, and it's going to be Gallagher coming up the middle. Stopped up momentarily. Finds the puck again. Gallagher goes forehand, but off balance as he delivered what I think was supposed to be a shot. Kept alive, center point. The shot good stop by Green. Follow up off the outside of the net as Plattsburgh buzzing down by 2 goals here with 16 minutes to go in the third. Cross ice, top of the left circle. Trying to keep it alive at the point is Ring. Does so. Cross ice. Bears are scrambling, as are the Cardinals right there. Glove stop there by Green. Another shot coming his way. What a big kick save. And a whistle sounded immediately as Green was making that second save. We may have an interference call here against the Cards, or not.
Well, nonetheless, the face-off's coming out of the zone here. We're going to take a quick look at that. Maybe goaltender, maybe the Plattsburgh player was in the blue ice there, so without the puck, so they moved the face-off, stopped it out, took it out into the neutral zone.
Cards will win the face-off. Whip one in up higher for the goal. Green had to be careful on that. The Bears will chip it out to center ice into the Plattsburgh zone. Cards changing a couple of personnel, as are the Bears. 5-on-5 hockey here. Still early stages of the third period, and the Bears will play the carom out. Rob Clare, we're just going to poke it into the Plattsburgh zone and head off on another change. Cardinals stretch it down the right wing side, turning here, trying to get a shot off, and a weak one at that. Drusik. That shot got altered on its release, I believe. And is played back out to center by the Bears. Cardinal D to D. Under 15 to go, period 3. Potsdam 3, Plattsburgh 1. Here tonight at the Maxi Arena. As Potsdam will now move it up with Rose, left side. At the blue line by Campbell, who will feed it into the zone. Check that, that's not Campbell, actually for Potsdam. That was Ryan Malmeister. Here comes the Cardinals. Callanan tries to track down a lucky Plattsburgh bounce into the Potsdam zone. But the Bears get numbers back and are going to fly it out of there. Dies off as it enters the Plattsburgh zone. Bears are going to take care of him here. Here's Garrett MacArthur in cross ice. Perra behind his back, and the shot by Loran misses high, top shelf.
3 touches by the Bears on that pass, gave a good shot, good opportunity to Loran.
Backhander stopped by Connor Green at the other end. Cardinals will keep it in with Doney. Waits. Shot blocked by Loran. Fed toward goal, wide off the left post. Cardinals with a short range shot, and that's swatted away by Green. Off for MacArthur, one time from the point right side. That's cut down en route. Cardinals with Callanan in the left corner. Looking for a setup from there. Cards are going to pull one of their players off on a change, and that's going to give the Bears some room to stretch it out here and play the puck into the zone and get a full change of their own. Icing, yes, okay.
Yeah, he was one stride away from the red line, so got to wait there just a little bit longer, but good gap pressure by the defender forced him to get rid of the puck before he wanted to do that. Nonetheless, going to take some time here before they line up for the face-off.
So the same Potsdam players have to stay out there. And Bears will win the face-off, but not cleared. Ring puts it down in front. That's redirected by Maya onto the stick of Green in a crowd. Back come the Bears on the counter. Loran was looking the wrong way. He was headed off on a change anyway. Played into the zone by Rob Clare. Now Klanow up top, can't reach it. Swatted down by Bernays. He checks back in. Klanow fans on the puck, and the Cardinals regain control. Lee pass for Maya. Stick tied up. He gets the shot off anyway, but that stick got tied up enough, so I think it forced that puck over the net. Here come the Bears in transition from the left point down into the left corner. Swept toward net and off the side of the net. Bears fans wanted to call back in the Potsdam D zone. Didn't get one. Here's Rob Clare intercepting a breakout pass. Clare trying to sneak through. He's got Ludwig with him. Back with some support help, and unable to get the shot away from atop the left circle was Mason Hone. So Plattsburgh now with 12 minutes to play in the third. 3-on-3 down the left side, centering pass. Nobody home except Potsdam Bears, who will get the clear down ice for an icing.
I like that play. Turned over deep in the zone in front of the slot area. Potsdam players had been going on the back check. They were going the opposite direction. Might just as well take the icing here. Get the system set up as you'd like it.
So a face-off will come to the right side of Connor Green. Green's been busy tonight. His team has been outshot by a 2-1 margin, but it's Potsdam 3 and Plattsburgh 1, thanks in no small part to the goaltending of number 31 on the home team. Now, what is the delay here? There's
referee's looking to put, I don't know if you want to put time back on the clock or take time off the clock, but certainly conversation with the timekeeper. A little bit of a delay there. Face-off win for the Bears.
Into the corner, Potsdam will clear out. Far side, Butler's going to jam it back in for the Cards. I think offside the call here, yeah.
They hadn't had a chance to clear the zone yet. They're going to bring that face-off back down. Intentionally on the offsides, they'll call that.
Gotcha. So, face-off to the right of Eli Schiller. Yeah, interestingly enough, Schiller on at the start of the second period in relief of starting netminder Jacob Hearn, who gave up Potsdam's first 2 goals in that first period. Schiller will play a carom off the backboards that came out to the side of the net, so they'll do that all over again, same spot.
As you mentioned, between periods, the Bears have been a little bit more successful on the face-off.
In fact, the Bears will ultimately win this one for a moment's time before the Cardinals bring it up the right wing side. 2 in, now 3, shot on, lifted up, and that got a piece of Green on its way out of here.
That was Carson Gallagher who got behind the defender. Puck ended up finding him. He didn't find the puck, and he was able to get a good quick shot away that was deflected out of play. So the faceoff will remain in the zone. Gallagher, dangerous player there on that top unit with Breyer and Stockdale. He's a junior out of Cortese, Ontario.
And another former D1 player. He played at Sacred Heart. And you mentioned earlier that Stockdale, his line mate, also played D1 at Alabama Huntsville. Here comes Potsdam with Cannell being held up. Give him a penalty, if not more. The touch is there. Potsdam's going to get a power play. Could be more than a power play, but probably just a power play.
We would have seen that signal, but we didn't see it. It is a holding call. Cannell, excellent play, perseverance. Keep working at it. They're going to say that he was not clear of the defender, even though he was hauled down. You got to have a step. You got to be clear of the defender. So, power play. Bears got to be careful here not to get too aggressive on this man advantage, and because Plattsburgh is very, very quick.
Like
stuff
right
like
there.
That.
Puck poked away. Partial break. Drusek in. Stop cold by Connor Green, but we're going to get a Potsdam penalty coming up here. And the Potsdam power play is going away at the next touch. And there we have it.
Well, the words weren't even out of my mouth yet. That's a play that you don't want to make on the blue line against an aggressive penalty kill, because they're going to force you. Your back is to the play. You can't see anything but your own net, because that's where you're looking. You got to get the puck in, let them fight for the puck below, and live to fight another day. But nonetheless, very decent effort by the Bears to get back and prevent that offensive opportunity. I think they would like to see if they would have got a penalty shot on it, but they didn't. So 4-on-4 hockey here. Got to believe that that's going to favor the Cardinals. A lot more ice available out there for this 4-on-4 execution, which will be
and it'll be within, well, here's the deal. They hadn't started the clock on the Plattsburgh penalty, which is still showing 2 minutes.
Well, they'll be able to
So there's a little timekeeping cleanup that needs to be done.
A little timekeeping, yep.
There's got to be 4 or 5 seconds anyway.
Let me flip that egg here, see how the cooking's going at home. So, 10:54 to go here. We're going to have some 4-on-4 hockey as soon as we get the clock straightened around here. Bears lead the Cardinals 3-1 here at home.
Okay, 20 seconds. Well, that wasn't 20 seconds, but that's what they're calling it.
Now it's going to be Jack Bloom going off for, again, this is going to be 4-on-4 hockey. This is going to favor, I would think, the Cardinals, quick skating, athletic club that they are.
Of course, both teams need to be reminded that there is no free icing in 4-on-4.
And a reminder, both coaches holding on to their timeouts here as we get near to the midway point of this third period. Important face-off, as they all will be here.
The Cardinals scored, what was it, a minute and 4 in, something along those lines? It was very early in the game. Bears came back within a minute after that to tie it up. And 2 more goals since for the home team. Here we go, 4-on-4 for up to a minute 40. And Ryan Leith will have the face-off win for the Bears. Leith, pretty good skater in his own right, is going to carry it out. Feed it up the left wing side. And is Vernason offside?
They didn't start the clock again.
Ah, yes, you're right. I'm beginning to think that it's not so much operator error as it is kind of a bug in the timekeeping system here.
Well, they're certainly having trouble with that, so we got to see at least, what, another 10 seconds?
Yeah, at least, yeah.
It would seem to me that this could be a system maybe a system error here.
I believe the whistle came as a result of a Potsdam offside.
Well, that doesn't make any sense there.
1 second? No, it doesn't. Gotta be more than that, because the Bears played it off a face-off win in their own end. Leith shifting back and forth before he started to bring it up ice.
Yeah, we're thinking it should be about 9 seconds or so.
Yeah. 10:41 on the game clock showing right now. We're in the third period in Potsdam, so there's an adjustment on the game clock back up to 10:54. Which I think is where we were when the first penalty came, right?
Yeah, well, that's where we were when we had the face-off, that's for sure. But the penalty clock.
Yeah. There was way more than 1 second.
Yeah.
Between Potsdam's face-off win, Leith bringing it up to the ice. Now they're going to tick down some time. And on the game clock as well. Okay, yeah. 12,
Okay,
12
that's
seconds,
close
that
enough
sounds
there.
Okay, 10:43 game clock, minute 28 in the Potsdam or Plattsburgh penalty, minute 48 in the Potsdam penalty to Bloom. 4-on-4 face-off win for the Bears. They can't control. Leith sends it out in front. Backhander stoned again by Connor Green. He keeps Stockdale out of the net. Hone back for the Bears. Now Geary ridden off the puck. Plattsburgh pressing down by 2. Skating 4-on-4 here in Potsdam right now. Cards get it, looking for a centering pass. Trying to keep it low. They got Ring up at the left point. And it's going to be cycled low by Gallagher skating in. Passes in back of the net. Green shifts over that side. Now watches one of his own teammates get that puck. And now the Bears will skate it up ice with Bernays. Bernays will just leave it in the zone softly and head off on a Potsdam change. 35 seconds of 4-on-4, 55 seconds to go in the Potsdam penalty. Drop pass Stockdale, no look shot on. Connor Green, practically a no look save.
Yeah, and again, tracked it well, got his body in the proper position. It was a body save, a positional save. He didn't have a good look at it, but his body was where it should be. Again, 4-on-4 play here, highly in the favor of the Cardinals. Bears having trouble really finding open people.
Araujo shot off a stick. Deflects off into the far corner. Puck near the boards. It's going to be Rose. Carried out. Pass to Cruikshank, open right side. Cruikshank in deep. Now Cruikshank slows down a bit as he heads down in toward the corner. Puck loosened up there for the Cardinals. Cardinals 3 ticks away from going on a brief power play. Araujo into the zone in behind the net looking for a centering opportunity. Goes to Butler, center point. Fed right circle, couple of Cardinals collide with 10 seconds to go in their brief power play. Centering pass never makes it through in front. 5 seconds to go. In behind the net for Butler. Butler, as we're back to 5-on-5, Bloom out of the box, right back into the fray. Watch out for Doney here on the weak side. Araujo as well up top. But it's going to be Potsdam with numbers down low, getting a hold of the puck and bringing it out to center ice. Trickled into the Plattsburgh zone where Doney will get it quickly and lead up the wing. Shot from there off a stick. Still in play as it comes to the near boards. High slot, shoveled toward goal, wide right. Maya gets to it first for the Cardinals. 8:25 to play in the third. Potsdam player loses a stick. Who's going to get the penalty? It's going to be a Bears penalty? Wow, even though Town had his stick taken away. Modry, as the Cardinals have the extra attacker on. They're going back on the power play with 8:06 to go.
Going to call that a holding call. His stick was wrapped around, and as it was wrapped around, he closed his arms on the stick. So that's going to be called a holding call to Michael Campbell. Very curious call, to say the least. 8:06 to go here. Bears lead at 3-1. Dancing with the devil, as we'll say here. giving power play opportunities to this quick Plattsburgh club. Face-offs to the left of Connor Green.
So Town in the box for two. Cardinals back on the power play. Cardinals control off the face-off. Ring center point. Ring slides it right side. Down low for Maya. Taps out of the corner. Ring. Center point still. Maya. Cross ice. Gallagher. Make that Stockdale. Cross ice Maya. Maya tries to put it down front block. Gets it back. Sends it down for an open goal and they score. A big rebound goal on the power play for the Cardinals and Jack Ring.
Yeah, excuse me, you're right. That was Town who was in the box, not Michael Campbell. And that is going to, I think, was that Brendan Young who got that?
I think it was Ring.
Was it Ring who got it?
I think so.
We're going to see nothing but net here as 7:41 to go, and the Cardinals have drawn to within one on that power play marker. You can't be having giving that team too much of an opportunity, even though that was a questionable call, in my opinion. But nonetheless, power play's a power play, and that's the one they're going to get on the scoreboard.
For the Cardinals, their first goal since early in the first period. But it's an important one as they pick up the man advantage goal. And Potsdam's lead cut in half. Here's Cannell with the Bears leading 3-2 now. 7:20 to play. Period 3. As the Cards work it with Ring. That will be Ring on the goal. Maya the assist. Ring getting in close. Make that. Yeah, that was Ring getting in close again. Missing short side.
He's a fine hockey player.
Yes, he is. Cards are blessed with a number of them, just like him. Puck is cleared out of the zone, just barely to center. Cards will recover for Butler. Space on the left side as he's in the zone. In behind the goal, up ahead from Malmeister. Waits for the puck to come to him. Catches it in stride, crosses the red line, tips it in the zone, comes off on a change. Played exactly right with 6.5 minutes to go. Bears in on the forecheck now with Perrin in behind the goal. Digs the puck out of there. He's going to go to Cruikshank, right point. Quickly across. The shot out in front to redirect. And it's knocked away by Schiller. Bears will keep it alive in the zone. From the left point, that's off a Potsdam body of Perrin. Played down low on the cycle by Garrett MacArthur. A good 20-second forecheck there by the Bears before the Cards bring it back in. 6 minutes to go, period 3. Potsdam 3, Plattsburgh 2, puck out of play.
Very effective shift by Matthew Perrin. Had a nice opportunity. I like the way he thinks the game. Smart. Got himself into position for a rebound off the right post. Puck didn't find him. Kept going on the forecheck. That's a nice line out there today for the Bears.
And the Bears will win the face-off. Nice clear high off the glass up ahead, giving chases Bloom. Bloom's got it side of the net, centering pass, and it's just sticked away at the last second on the back check from Matt Arujo. He was the only one who was going to stop that from being a legit shot on goal from the Bears. On to 2-on-1. 5.5 to play. Cards will bring it in on the right wing side with Tredowitz. Bumped off the play nicely. Bears get the puck for Leaf. Leaf gets it back. Slides it along here for Geary. Geary up for Bloom. Catches and skates with it. Ahead for Hone. Hone in behind the defense. Backhander. Good save by Schiller. He'll cover up the rebound.
Really nice play. Nice pass. A beautiful catch by Hone on the backhand as he came in. Mason Hone came in and had to he got a lot on that backhand. That was a very, very tricky save for the goaltender Eli Schiller, but an excellent catch at the blue line by Hone got that offensive opportunity for the Bears.
Face-off win for the Bears, carried by Rose, centers it from the side of the net. It stays at the side of the net and dies off behind the goal for Stockdale. He'll cycle it behind himself for Belina. Belina hits his man in stride, coming up the left wing side. That's Doney into the zone. Ridden off the puck as it comes back for Rose. Rose around the boards for Cannell. Bears will clear the zone finally. Puck was kind of hung up on the blue line there for a moment. 4:35 to play, period 3. Potsdam 3, Plattsburgh 2. Cardinals with Stockdale behind the back pass. Cardinals just going to dump it in again. Bernays sees a Plattsburgh player coming in strong. Rose will get the puck, lob it up high off the glass, and that's touched on a hand pass. And I think that face-off's going to come outside the zone.
Yep, that was almost like a jump ball in basketball. Everybody was trying to get up there and get it, but it was red to red hand pass, so it will come out into the neutral zone. 4:19 to go in the third period. It's a 1-goal lead for the Bears as they're hanging on here, playing sound defensively.
Cardinals win the face-off into the Potsdam zone. Young chases after it for the Cards. Young heads for the net, centering pass beyond his reach. Bears will get it with numbers in the slot. Here's Max Klanow in. 3 strong at the blue line for the Bears. Klanow going after the loose puck. He'll overskate it out of the corner. Cards pass it out of there. 2-on-3 to the Potsdam zone. Butler tied up. Puck loose in the corner. Fed through the slot. Weak drive toward goal. Covered up well. I thought it was going to be covered up by Green. But the defense bails him out and sweeps it off to the backboards before the Bears send it down ice on an icing.
Very dangerous play there. Puck was hopping around. Nobody could get control of it. Bears were swinging at it, so were the Cardinals. They were closer to our net than we were to theirs, so it was a very, very difficult play here. Bears take an icing call, 3:38 to go. We're going to get a timeout here, and I think that's going to be a Potsdam timeout, I do believe.
So that'll come with 3:38 to play in the third. Potsdam 3, Plattsburgh 2. Only goal of this period belonging to the Cardinals on their most recent power play.
Now, 3:38 to go. Offensive zone face-off. We'll be watching it. I don't expect the goalie to come out here, but they're going to be talking about it. So they'll get south of 2 minutes, and if it's still a 1-goal game, we'll see the Cardinals get that goalie off at the earliest possible convenience.
Out of town scoreboard, Suniac men's hockey, Buffalo State leading at Brockport 4-3, a tight game there. Geneseo has a 3-0 lead at home against Fredonia. Utica still up 1-0 on visiting Oswego. And of course, the Potsdam women's hockey team winning again against Riviere College earlier this afternoon, as the coach called it 6-1 over the Riviere Raiders. Here we go, following the timeout, face-off in the Potsdam defensive zone. Another face-off win for the Bears. Leith swings it around toward the boards. Back down toward the corner. Leith trying to hold it down. One-timer, Stockdale lifts it high. Up and off the glass. And out to center, down the ice. Bears are going to ice it once again. And the Bears got to keep those players out there too due to the icing.
Yeah, I think they would have gotten an opportunity to get a rest there at the timeout, so fatigue should not be the problem on that icing call.
3 minutes, 18 seconds on the third period clock. Face-off win for Cards. Stockdale shot blocked. And it's out for Bloom off the carom. Bloom leads the Bears down into the zone, puts it on net, sicked aside into the corner by Eli Schiller. Bears looking to establish some kind of forecheck, at least to slow down the Cardinals. And there have been many times tonight where Potsdam has been very effective at doing that. Cards get a weak backhanded centering pass, but the Bears will slice through the zone and move it on out. Laurent dumps it right on goal. Schiller stops. Bears get a change. And Plattsburgh through center ice. The dump in with 2:35 to play. Bears 3, Cardinals 2. Only difference in the game, the goal by Jack Bloom late in period number 2. Shot on goal. Connor Green sees it, stops it, covers it.
There's no such thing as a bad shot, especially at this time of the game. Being down a goal, that was Stockdale. He got the first goal of the game. He just decided to take a shot, wanted to get off the ice for a change here. 2:25 to go here in the third period. We've got a timeout being called and that's going to be Plattsburgh. They're going to talk about getting Schiller out right now. I'm not sure why they wouldn't.
Suniac basketball scores from earlier today. The Potsdam men and women suffer weekend sweeps on the road at New Paltz last night and at Oneonta today. On the men's side, it was Oneonta 81-52 over the Bears. Other men's scores from earlier, Oswego blows out Buffalo State in Buffalo 106-64. Geneseo hangs on at home against Fredonia 77-68. Other basketball scores of note include New Paltz stumping the Plattsburgh Cardinals 107-85. A much tighter affair. Cortland 3 better than Brockport, 63-60 in Brockport. And women's hockey, or women's basketball scores make that. Cortland by 30 at Brockport. New Paltz 14 better over visiting Plattsburgh. Oneonta defeats the Bears 63-53. Similar score, Geneseo with the win over Fredonia. Buffalo State falls to visiting Oswego. Here we go. Following the Plattsburgh timeout, Schiller still in.
Yep.
Going to await the outcome of this face-off, no doubt. With 2:25 to play. Face-off win for the Bears. Nice soft pass over for Drew Rose. Rose up the left side, loses control of the puck. He'll have to battle for it in the corner still. Bears trying to keep this puck the outside and not allow a Plattsburgh centering pass. Rose will sweep it around, cut off there by Modry. Modry, backhanded centering pass, Cannell, the only one there for Potsdam. He's going to lead it nice and softly up ahead of Mahlmeister. Plattsburgh, as Mahlmeister goes in on the forecheck, Plattsburgh will move it out. Schiller now heads for the bench for the extra attacker with 1:45 to play. At the side of the net, Cards have the extra attacker on. Bears lift it up and just barely out. Back inside the Plattsburgh blue line. Cardinals with 1:35 to go. Ring right up the middle, gets cut off and squeezed off the puck at the last moment, thankfully for the Bears. Kept alive right point. Forced down low. Geary on it for the Bears. Geary with Crookshank. Cleared out of there. Modry. Right point. Saw pass down to the right side. Back for Modry. Modry winds. Fire shot blocked by Rob Clare. With 1:07 to go in the third. Plattsburgh skating 6-on-5 with the empty net. And a bad pass from point to point. Modry's going to have to play the puck out in his own end. The Cardinals have to clear. Final minute of play. Puck to away. They score. There's the icer right there. An empty netter off the turnover.
What a terrific effort. Jack Loran get that one, I think. What an effort. What an effort. What an effort here tonight.
Jack Loran
took his time, made sure he had it, found the open net, and made no mistake.
51.3 seconds to go. Potsdam 4, Plattsburgh 2. Schiller back in, face off at center ice. Won by the Cardinals. Gallagher charging through, back to Doney, he'll dump it in. 45 seconds to go. Bears up now by 2, flicked up to the red line, but not out. Yes, it is out. Here's Hone ahead for Bloom. Empty netter, another one. Jack Bloom, 2 goals on the night.
That's it. That's it. 2 goals in about 11 seconds, I think. Jack Bloom with an empty net, 2 empty net goals. You know, speechless. That doesn't happen to me very often.
I'm pretty much right there with you, Coach.
But I'll tell you, a good solid effort here. They were resilient, give and take. But that guy right there.
That guy in the net for Potsdam.
We're pointing Connor Green.
What a terrific night. Unofficially 40 shots on goal. He stopped 38 of them.
Listen, you got to have it. In my day, I had to have it. When we were playing the high-flying Cardinals back in the early days, national contenders, you got to have the goaltending to be successful at any level. And I'll tell you, Connor Green was it tonight. However, a nice breakout night for Jack Bloom. Couple of goals on the night. Nice to see him put the puck in the net, get him going for the balance of the year.
As with now 12 seconds to go, here's a shot on goal. Schiller will hold on. 10.1 seconds left. Potsdam 5, the Cardinals 2.
What a weekend in college hockey here, Sunyak hockey. You have Morrisville upsetting Oswego last night. Upset here this afternoon or this evening with the Bears taking one from the Cardinals in their home barn. Just goes to show you.
Potsdam players who did not dress tonight, boy, they're waiting in the wings. They're ready to break it on the ice. That's going to be right now as this game goes final. The Potsdam Bears with a big win over the Plattsburgh Cardinals. Potsdam 5, Plattsburgh 2.
I'll tell you, a little bit of class there. Schiller wanted to leave the ice, but his teammates went to get him. He wanted to go directly off the ice, but his teammates came and said, hey, look it, you need to get back on the ice. This is part of the game.
Hey, they should not be faulting him whatsoever.
No.
He gave up one goal in 2 periods.
That's right.
Couple of empty netters for the Bears down the stretch. Seal the deal after the Cards had closed to within 1 at 3-2 on a power play goal. The Bears always played within themselves tonight, Coach.
Well,
that was, I thought, such a big part of their overall effort and result.
Well, no doubt about it. I mean, it had to have, a lot of pieces had to fall in place here for it to be a successful day. Number one, you had to have the goaltending. You got it. Number two, you had to play almost flawless in terms of mistakes. They didn't make a lot of mistakes here. They improved in face-offs from the second period on. Got the puck deep when they needed to get the puck deep. Made Plattsburgh go the full 197. Ended up really playing a very intelligent game here tonight. And this, this club has had to be resilient. Look at their teammates greeting them.
They're as excited as the players that played the game here tonight.
Well, I tell you, that just goes to show you what it means here. The Bears have worked so hard all year, have come up short on so many different occasions for so many different reasons. But this game goes a long way, as it did for me in 1980. This is a game that can make a difference in who you are as a team going forward. Building on this is just a very, very important game for not only this season, but for the program going forward.
The 9th-ranked Cardinals, only their second defeat this season, and now they're in what was their 11th game of the year. The Potsdam Bears improved to 3-8 overall. They are now 2-5 in conference play.
Well, I'll tell you, the statistics for this very exciting hockey game here had the Cardinals getting on the scoreboard at 1:14 of the first period. Bennett Stockdale would take that shot from the point. It's an even strength goal with Jack Ring picking up his 5th assist of the year. Paul Breyer, his 7th assist. But Nolan Town would get the Bears back in it, a shot from the point at 2:05 of the first period. Just a little bit, about less than a minute later than the Stockdale goal, but Town would tie the game with Justin Vernace and Jack Ludwig picking up the assist. The Bears would take the lead at 18:46, not to give it up, I don't believe, and that would be Mike MacArthur picking up his 2nd goal with Mulmeister and Nolan Town picking up assists. Another even strength goal at 18:40 of the second period. It was Jack Bloom getting his first of 2 on the evening. Mason Hohen would pick up an assist, as would Michael Campbell. But then it would be Jack Ring at 12:19 of the third period to get to within 1 with Maya and Bennett Stockdale picking up assists. But then Potsdam would come back and get 2 open net goals. One at 19:09, that would be Jack Loran. He stole the puck, stepped in over the blue line, took a skate to his right and found the open net. And then it would be Jack Bloom getting his second of the night, Mason Hohen picking up the assist. In the third period, the Cardinals would outshoot the Bears 13-8 for a 3-period total of 43 shots for the Cardinals against 22 for the Bears. Pretty even game, not a lot of penalties to report. In the third period, Bifulci would go off for tripping, Weaver Vitelli would go off for holding, Bloom for hooking, and Nolan Town would go off for holding. Bears were able to kill most of that off. There was one power play goal, and that was the Jack Ring goal that brought them to within 1.
And the Bears, after being outfaced by 10 in the first period, win that battle by 2 in the second and by 2 more in the third period.
I think a big part of that game, and we talked about it, especially going into the third period, they needed to make improvements. After the first period, they certainly did. Face-off execution was substantial in the second 2/3 of the game, but clearly going away, number 1 star of the game was Connor Green.
Just a terrific game.
Just a terrific game. And again, we talked about it before. You're not gonna come away with really a win at any level and for any importance, but certainly in a game where you might be considered the underdog, you're not going to come away without superior goaltending, and that's what Connor Green gave the Bears here tonight.
Bears are next in action at SUNY Morrisville, take on the Mustangs this coming Wednesday night before returning home for our next broadcast, I believe, coming up next Friday night against SUNY Canton.
And that's going to do it for this first semester. My, how it has zipped on by. But I'll tell you, just a motivating feeling here to see the Bears just stay as resilient as they have been, to keep believing in themselves and to come out and just hack away at it and get the win here tonight.
With many thanks to the coach, John Horan, my broadcast partner. He's been awfully busy today, calling lots of goals and lots of exciting moments, and a pair of wins.
And a pair of wins.
You are the lucky charm.
How about that?
For Dan Bronson and the whole athletic communications crew here at SUNY Potsdam, and for our studio engineer Elijah Winfrey at the Mix 96.1 studios in Messina, I'm Warren Potter. Once again, your final, happy to call it, as the Potsdam Bears defeat the Plattsburgh Cardinals in men's hockey by the final of 5-2. Good night from Potsdam.